there, this is your host Irish, and I welcome you to another episode of our Brighture podcast, where we talk about anything and everything under the sun. If you're new to this channel and you enjoy our content, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Also, follow us on our socials on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Okay, so how time flies. It seems like yesterday we were talking about Christmas and New Year. Now it's already February. And you know what most people look forward to in February? I forgot. It's Valentine's Day. No, I'm just kidding, you guys. So it's Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day is slowly approaching as we're recording this episode. And when we think of that day, we immediately think about flowers, chocolates. I mean, who doesn't love chocolate, right? Chocolates and, of course, Love. Love, as in romantic love. Nevertheless, love comes in many shapes and sizes. Thus, for today's episode, we will be talking about love in many forms. So I am joined today by two of our dear academic advisors. But before that, quick trivia for our avid viewers. How many academic advisors have joined me in our podcasts so far? So comment down below for your answers. All right, so anyways, please introduce yourself to the world.
You go first.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Dan, and I'm a teacher here.
Just that?
Yes.
How about like hobbies, likes, dislikes?
Okay,
what do you do
hobbies.
aside from teaching?
I love reading. I love listening to music and singing as well. So right before we started, I actually was just singing.
Mm-hmm.
And recently I'm into, what do you call them?
What?
Reality TV shows.
Okay.
Yes. So, yeah. That's me. Yes.
Hey guys, I don't know how to introduce myself actually. Well, I'm a bit weird. And
Weird in what sense?
Weird, like I like listening to music, but not just listen, but I like to drown in it. Like be surrounded
Okay.
with it, like
Okay.
grab some battle.
Is that weird?
Yeah, I think so. I think I do that.
I do that
in my
too.
room. Like just drink any alcohol you have and then like
Okay.
party by myself.
Ah,
Like,
okay.
I'm
Now that's
that
weird.
Now that's
Yes, I'm that kind of weird, and I enjoy music so much that I do those things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that's enough about me.
All right. So thank you so much for introducing more than teaching about yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so today, guys, we will be talking, like I said in my intro, we will be talking about love in many forms. Okay. First question: how do you define love?
Okay. Well, earlier Dan said that I should go first with this
Okay.
question.
Okay,
so
go
I'll
ahead,
go
please.
Well, I'm gonna quote again from the Bible. It says, "It's commitment and sacrifice." And that is something to think of. And the moment I heard that, I actually believed it because I don't believe that love is just like a feeling. I actually believe that one has to be committed to being in love. So yeah, it takes time, it takes effort, to build that trust and everything.
So you don't just feel love, but you also choose love, right?
To love, yes.
Because commitment is a choice.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I see. Thank you.
And me.
Dan?
How do I define love?
Go
Actually,
Dan.
the reason why I come second because I really don't know what love is. I mean, I can't define love. For me, love is subjective. I mean, it depends on the person. It depends on the person's experiences, background, and all that. So you cannot really define love. And I'm probably immature for now. When it comes to that,
How old are you? You're like something.
that's something. Yes, that's put it out here.
Something 2-digit something, and you're still immature.
But, yeah, I feel like in that area of life, I'm still kind of like young. So
We're
I
all
can't-
young.
Okay.
Well,
Whatever.
I
But
actually
yeah, that's-
totally agree with Dan that even though I know that kind of definition of love, I still cannot act that way
Yeah.
to my relationship. So it's actually difficult, and it's difficult to define love with just words.
Words,
it
correct.
has to be shown really.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally
But
agree.
I just want to correct also that love, like what our topic is all about now, love comes in different shapes and different ways also. So there are different forms of love, or as what ancient Greeks, my uncles Plato and Aristotle said, that there are actually 7 types of love.
Okay.
And
Yes. Please explain what are those.
And help me, okay?
All
Because
right.
I did some research.
Yes, we actually have our cheat board over here, guys.
All right, so it starts with number 1 is eros. It's actually the burning passion. It's this type of love is generated with passion, lust, and sex.
Lust.
and
Romantic love.
Right.
Right.
I
It's
think
one
that's
of the
term.
romantic loves.
One. Okay.
Yeah, loves.
Of all
Loves.
the of all the types of love, I mean, this is the one I'm familiar of really, and maybe just the only one.
I think it's the most common or most no.
Most explored.
Oh, yeah,
probably.
okay.
Yeah. So, and-
most explored. That's interesting.
yeah, I think. So.
Especially in the Philippines, though.
Alright.
When we talk about that kind of love, people go, "Ee."
Right. I do hear of the other types of love, but it seems like this one is the most celebrated, I guess, compared to other loves, right?
Most explored, most celebrated. I love your adjectives today, guys. Good job.
Yes.
Moving
Moving
on.
on, the next one is philia. It's actually a shared goodwill. This is the kind of love that you give with your siblings, with your friends. It's platonic, basically. Yes.
Okay.
So
Is it
any-
the same with because you mentioned siblings? Is it the same with familial love?
We're gonna talk about that
Okay.
later, but philia is kind of like different.
Different.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, this is
Educate me, guys.
platonic.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. The next one is called Ludos. This is the playful kind of love. This is actually the kind of love that this generation enjoy most. Like playful, you just want to date, and
Date and
yeah,
date and date.
Yes, this is one of the romantic.
So
love,
no commitment
no
whatsoever.
commitment at all. Yeah, they just want to have fun, right?
Okay.
Yes, and then the fourth one is called Pragma. This is the more serious one. This is the standing in love. This is between couples, like married couples.
Okay.
The center of it is commitment. Yeah, commitment
And sacrifice.
sacrifice, trust, and all. So,
All right.
Yeah, and
So
then
is it safe to say that that's the highest form of love?
yes, actually, that's the highest form of love.
All right.
Yeah, it's sacrificial as well. Yes. And then the next one is called Agape. This is selfless love.
Oh, I like that.
Yes. So
We'll explore more on that
Later.
selfless love.
yes,
later.
but this kind of love is more on love for humanity. Yeah. So it's kindness. It's
Yes.
charitable. and
like what our donors did.
Yes,
Oh,
definitely.
right.
Yeah.
So
Right,
love,
right,
love,
right.
love.
Yes.
Thanks for the agape love.
Yes. That you all have.
Yes.
All right. And then that next one is for me the most important. For me now, this is what we call philastia or self-love. But you have to be very careful with this one too, because philastia is actually divided into two kinds. There's
To me,
negative philastia.
that's just narcissism.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's a negative philastia.
Oh,
Actually.
okay, right.
Narcissism, egotistical, that kind of love for yourself. And then there's a positive love, the kind of love that you give yourself for personal growth.
I like that. Okay.
Yes. And the last one is what we call storge. This is the
Storge.
unwavering love, or the one that you mentioned earlier, familial love. This is
Okay.
the kind of love that your parents give to you, or parents give to their kids. It's sacrificial, it's altruistic, it's endless, boundless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Those are deep words.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, true. In my mind, what do those words?
Well,
I'll Google it later.
Right.
Yes. And yeah, so that's the
So those
7
are
types of
the
love.
7. Yes. Okay.
And according to them, just to add, according to them, you can experience all of those love at some point in your life. Yes. If not all, maybe like some of it.
Okay. So I'm curious to what you said a while ago about what's that? Self-love. What's the name?
Philosophy.
Yeah. Because you said it's the most important for you right now.
Yes.
And I think I hear that, I see that a lot on social media about self-love, especially since the pandemic or since we have lockdowns, because people get to reflect on their own more, to value themselves more.
Yeah.
So I'd like to know, how do you show you love yourself? Let's start with Derek this time, because you explained all the 7 forms, so
Yes.
please take a rest.
Okay. Well, I mean, for me, it may not be obvious physically, but I actually do self-love. I'm careful of what I eat, especially diet. I do not eat pork. I do not eat maybe a lot of seafood, mainly because I did some research regarding it, and it is something bad for the body.
So it's a choice. It's
It's a
not
choice.
religion or something.
Well, it's actually partly religion, because
Okay.
I was trying to actually get some evidence on why it was not allowed back then. So, but anyway, the main point is self-love. I take care of myself by eating these good foods. Yes. And of course, mental health is very important. So I always, celebrate myself. I celebrate myself by doing the things I love. I pursue what makes me happy. In that way, I become, I'm giving myself some self-love. Yeah. But to be honest, I become narcissistic sometimes as well. So I think I have both of that,
Both.
negative and positive.
I'm curious though, why do you say you become narcissistic sometimes? What do you do? In what way?
Well, I mean, when you look at the mirror in the morning and then you just say good things to yourself, like, oh, look at that guy, so handsome. Like, I mean,
Is that being narcissistic?
No, I don't think
so.
well, it's, sometimes it happens. To me, I mean, I find it strange because I really want to feel good. So, like, to the point that I would do that. And yeah, and to me, it's too much. So maybe I find it too negative, or maybe it's just me. No, I don't know.
In my opinion, though, that's not negative at all, because we just mentioned it in the previous episodes, I think, about affirming yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I do also sometimes, not every day, in front of the mirror. The moment I wake up, I tell myself, "You're so beautiful today. You're magnificent. You're sexy. You're gorgeous." Stuff like that. So it's boosting my self-confidence.
True.
I was actually just afraid that other people might see that as, okay, he loves himself too much. And to me, that's narcissistic. So I was afraid of that kind of impression that other people might have on me, when I don't have any of that.
No, I think you will have the negative philosophy if you are already looking at yourself too much that it hurts somebody else.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the
Yeah.
thing. That's I don't know. Perhaps I was not that. I mean, I was not hurting anyone, so I think I'm still safe.
Yeah. Maybe you're just afraid of what other people might say about you. That's why you have
Yeah.
that kind of
I
thinking.
think so.
But
Yeah.
don't worry, Derek. We love you.
Oh no, thank you. Thank you for that. What kind of love is that? Sorry.
That's where's our cheat
wait.
board?
What kind of
Somewhere
Philia,
in
number two,
number
Philia.
2. Yes.
Okay.
Philia.
Because I know it's platonic, so
You're becoming good at this,
Yeah.
identifying the type of love. Like,
All right. So, Dan,
yes, self-love, right?
self-love. Yeah.
Well, what I do is basically just to listen to myself. Like before when I was young, I don't usually listen to myself. I care too much about what people think about me, and I often neglect what I feel, what I think about myself. But and that was kind of like detrimental to me. Yeah, and in the process, it hurt myself. It hurt my feelings. It hurt the people around me in the process. So now my eyes, because of the pandemic, the pandemic actually opened my eyes to this.
I hope.
Yeah,
Corona
to love
is
myself
eye
more
as
and all
in-
that. So I need to listen to myself, and also what the same thing that he actually does, like take care of yourself physically too. You have to eat, not everything that you want, but at least what makes you happy.
Okay.
Yes.
And what makes your body healthy?
Yeah.
No?
Sometimes.
Okay, so it's only Derek.
Yeah, sometimes I'm into like sugar now, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But yeah, so I just want myself to be happy this time. So I think that's the core of self-love.
Okay, I super agree with both of you. I do the same thing from what they say. One of each, I think. No, yeah, one of each. For Derek, yes, I also, because I am diabetic. So, my God, my crunchy.
For those who do not know.
For those who don't
for the
know,
record.
I'm a proud diabetic. No, kidding aside, yes, I am diabetic, and so I have to eat the right stuff in order to live longer.
Wow.
So before I used to eat whatever makes me happy, like what Dan said a while ago.
Comfort food.
Yeah, yeah, all the comfort food and the sugars in the world.
Yes.
But so now I want to take care of my body more. I want to live longer. I want to see my children, grandchildren, children of my grandchildren,
Okay.
my
The future
descendants.
generation.
Maybe 2-3 generations forward, I'd still want to see them. So that's how I love myself. I show myself that I love myself. And
Right.
another, also what Dan said, I choose happiness because it's happiness does not just come. You have to choose it. You have
Yes.
every day.
Definitely.
You have to choose to be happy. Follow the positive side and all those things. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about love language. Because this is also another thing that's kind of trending right now. So for those of you who don't know, there are actually 5 love languages. And this time, let's have Derek explain those.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for the surprise.
Pop quiz.
All right. So 5 love languages. Well, we'll start with words of affirmation. Okay. So from the word itself, words of affirmation. If you tell somebody that you love them, then they would appreciate it. They would feel, valued if you say some words. Quality time. Of course, if you spend some time with your loved ones, that will be, each one of us has its own time. And if you are willing to sacrifice some of your time for somebody, then of course, somebody would feel loved. Definitely. The third is physical touch. Okay, so I guess everyone can relate. We all want physical touch. Do you agree, Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just yeah? Miss Irish, physical
Yes.
touch.
Yes, but let's clarify the physical touch
Yes.
because maybe many of you have green minds or
Yeah.
something.
Dirty-minded people.
Yes.
We're talking about
Even just a touch on
Yeah.
the shoulder.
yes.
It's
Or
not anything like it's not just sexual.
Sexual,
or anything,
yeah.
It's not
right?
something dirty.
Yeah.
But
Even
it
just-
can be dirty too.
It depends
Why
on the
not, right?
situation.
That's
Yes,
physical. That's
definitely.
physical.
That's for
touch.
another episode.
Yeah, so that's
Right.
physical touch.
So yeah, of course that's physical touch. Hugs, cuddles, yeah, spooning, etc.
Oh, okay. Are we allowed to say that? Oh my God, okay.
Isn't spooning a normal thing? I'm sorry. Anyway.
Yeah.
The fourth one is of course acts of service. Okay. So this one is doing something for your loved one. Okay. Whatever makes them happy. Whatever you want, want them to do. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What,
Take
they
two.
want you to do, and then you do it. Of course, they would appreciate your effort.
I
in
don't think
doing
that's
so.
only limited to what they want us to do or what the other person want the other person to do. It's also like voluntary, like do things for that person.
Even if you're not told
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. That also counts definitely. And the last one is of course receiving gifts. Okay. So some of us value presents.
Yeah.
Okay. Than none of those 5 languages. Gifts is of course sometimes tells somebody how much you value them.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Derek. Very good. You passed the pop quiz.
Yeah, I passed the surprise. Okay.
Very good. Perfect. All right. So now, a while ago, we've been talking about how you show love or how we show our love to others, to ourselves. This time, using the love languages, what's your love language? I mean, how do you feel that you are loved?
Well, actually, I have just taken the test earlier, the five languages test.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there's a test about that, guys.
Yes, just to affirm what my love language is. And it's 47% physical touch.
Oh.
Yes. It doesn't, like what we said earlier, it's nothing just sexual or whatnot. For me, even just the presence of the person, just knowing that person is there. We don't have to talk actually. Just knowing that person
sitting
is there.
side by
Sitting
side.
side by side, like just touching the hair of that person, or just the feet of that person. It's already fine with me. The second love language that I have is going to be, what was that? Quality time. Yeah. So it's kind of like together. If you love physical touch, then quality time too.
Follows it.
Yes.
All right.
Just exactly how do you want quality time to be expressed? Like,
physical touch.
through physical touch.
Through physical touch. My definition of quality time is just being there. We don't have to talk. We don't have to do anything.
That's
just
weird.
Be
You're just gonna stare at each other.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Or like holding hands, or
watching a movie, reading a book.
Yeah,
that's quality time.
Like hugging and all that. So if you know me, I love hugging people.
Yeah.
But due to the pandemic, I've been not having hugs for for more than 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like sad for me. But yeah, it's inevitable.
Thank you, Derek.
Sorry, I was really making fun of that.
Okay.
Earlier. Sorry. Anyway, in my case, it's actually words of affirmation and, of course, physical touch. Okay. And I think sometimes receiving gifts, but it's it's at the bottom. It's the last thing I need. Yeah. So I'd like people to tell me how I value to them, because that would give me like a feeling of like assurance that this person is mine, and this person is gonna this person is gonna stay with me through difficult times. So I'm very particular with words, so I think that's the reason why I want other people to be perhaps. I mean, I want the people I love to show their love to me through words, because I think words for me are really there's beauty in words, and when you expressed it fully, then you can actually make somebody's life beautiful and maybe inspired as well.
What phrase or sentence really melts your heart instantly?
I've never really thought of that, but perhaps that would.
Yeah, I love you.
Perhaps that's that's so cliche.
You're
But
gorgeous.
perhaps it would be do not worry, I'll be here for you anytime.
Oh.
Okay, words of affirmation. All right.
Oh, that's like the nicest thing someone could say to you, right?
Because in life, if you have somebody who would say that to you, you would feel assured and secure that you will be facing difficult times together, and that is just so beautiful. For
so
me.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Thank
How
you
about
so
you?
much. Oh,
Right.
Yes, it's your love
I thought I'm an
language.
exception.
No.
She keeps asking people, and she's not answering herself.
My love language is actually, we're the same with Dan, physical touch. So I like hugs every day.
We're
I
cousins indeed.
crave for hugs every day. Also like small kisses in the forehead, in the head, on the head, like that. Embrace, shoulder, anything that like touches me.
Yeah.
Even when I when I fall asleep, when I'm alone on the bed, I always have a pillow touching my back or something. I want to
we're the
be
same.
right,
Yeah.
because I want to feel something.
Yeah.
That's for me. I feel loved. I feel safe. I feel secure when there's like
Yeah.
physical something there. Yeah, so that's me.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
What makes you feel unloved?
Oh,
Oh.
Because this is very important too.
you're in
Yeah.
hot water.
I'm in the hot seat suddenly. What makes me feel unloved? I don't know. A lot of things.
Well, for me, probably the biggest one would be neglect. Like if I feel neglected and also being left out or being left, like literally. Yeah. I hate that.
With
I hate
no
that feeling.
explanations and all, like
No,
just-
it doesn't have to be. Like you can leave me and explain to me why you're leaving me, but that's still gonna hurt.
oh,
Yeah,
wow,
I would still feel like, unloved. Like you don't love me. Why would you leave me? If you love me, don't leave me.
And that, I think I can relate to that, because perhaps if somebody would not leave any messages and then they would just leave, I value words of affirmation. So if
Like
they
those
do
to
not,
you.
yes, if they do not say anything and then they would just,
Suddenly
act
leave.
indifferently towards me, I would feel really, I would feel sad. Yeah, I would definitely feel, awful for not letting me know, because I cannot guess what they're thinking. I don't know what I did wrong, so I need to know so that if I'll be able to recognize it, identify it, I'll be able to make amendments or what.
So basically, it's the opposite of how you feel love with your
Yeah,
love
I
language.
think so,
yeah.
Most
From your
definitely.
examples.
But how about you?
Yeah, because I was thinking also, like, I feel unloved when I'm not touched.
Okay. Like literally
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah,
I
also
can't
feel
go a day without like a simple tap
Yeah.
or like just like that or a hug or just a light embrace. For me, I feel neglected. I feel unloved already, even just for one day.
Uh-huh.
Or when for example, when we are together with friends or family or even my partner, if they don't touch me, then I feel, what's wrong with me or something. You still love me? So it's the opposite of our love language.
I
It's
think so,
related.
yeah.
Okay, thank you for that
Yeah.
question. I didn't think of that. All right, so let's proceed to the last question of the day.
Okay.
And that is, in your opinion, how can love change the world? So let's have Derek, because you look prepared to answer.
Yeah, well, I was told to have it in one sentence, but luckily I was able to come up with a phrase.
Okay.
Small act of kindness. So depending on what we do best, if we show love in it, then we can slowly change the world. For the better, of course.
I love that answer. Short, but sweet and clear and world peace.
Don't pressure Dan.
It's like a
Dan is
beauty
pressured
queen
right
answer.
now.
Thank you, Derek. Dan?
Okay. I honestly don't have an answer. But for me, I don't know if this is an answer to that question, but for me, love comes with charity, and charity comes with compassion. Compassion comes with kindness. And if we all feel those, and if we have those, I feel like the world's going to change for the better.
So it's like when there's love, we become humans, right? Humanity, that's the essence of humanity. Love.
Yeah.
All right.
Agape. That's
Agape.
what we all need.
Agape.
Yeah.
Not agape.
No, it's agape.
That's agape.
All right. Okay, so yes, let our love for one another be the force that will transform the world in a better place to live in. Yay. So that's it for our podcast today. Thank you so much for joining me, Dan, and Derek today. Now we'd like to hear from you. Do you think love is powerful enough to change the world? Or how, in your opinion, how can love change the world? So comment down your answers. We'd really love to hear from you. Again, this has been Brighture Podcast. Thank you so much. See you again next time. Bye.